not, then I'll rename it from Primus 2 Session Motherfucking 32. Sorry, I just swear the first 15 seconds to ensure nobody gets ad revenue. And
By everyone, you mean just you, because you're the other
yeah,
person.
just me. Dude, fucking YouTube is never gonna give me ad revenue. Who cares?
I mean, you need views for that, so yeah.
Well,
speaking of the views, ignoring the weird 30K anomaly thing, it is weird seeing how my views like spike around. Like session 31 has like 40 views, and then the game right after it, like I uploaded it like less than 24 hours later. Dmod session 13 or something that has like 17 views. But then when you go back to like any of the Primus sessions, any amount of views it has probably should not be higher than session 1. Agreed?
Well, I think people enjoy listening to us for some fucking reason.
Yeah, we have a few people that are probably frequent listeners, but I'm just weirded out by the like weird fluctuation of numbers where it's like, why does this have 40 views when the session prior to it has like 11, and the session prior to that has 30, and then the session prior to that has like 11 again. Like it's low. Like why are the prime numbers getting this? And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, by the way,
And I don't mean in like, oh, it's Dmod Primus. Like Primus is more popular than Dmod. I mean the prior Primus session has less than the next one or something. Like I understand that some might have higher numbers because it, you know, again like the 30K anomaly. It just for some reason showed up in someone's feed. They clicked on it, watched 15 minutes, saw that it was a 6 hour long thing, and went, "I'm not fucking watching all of this," and they stopped watching it entirely. Because, yeah, in general, if we had like 10-minute highlights or something, or fucking, I think the new thing that YouTube does is we would just have like TikTok highlights or whatever. We'd probably get a lot more views, but for the fucking hey, sit through 6 hours of this and mine for the 5 minutes of gold inside of it. Of course, we're not going to get a lot of views. But I'm still confused as to how some things get so many more views. Like again, the 30K thing, I think that got a lot of views because that was only like a 30-minute Terraria stream.
David, this is the thing. I sincerely think that if we did shorts, you'd have been banned from YouTube.
That's true. Already. Can we upload just a short of all the like every clip of us saying the N-word?
I mean, I was about to
mean
say,
you and Steven, but yeah.
I mean, I've said it.
Okay, but finding that clip will be a pain.
Steven sent this nigga to Brazil.
No, this is the thing. I'm not as liberal using it because when I use it, I mean it.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that'll get us in trouble just you saying it like that.
Joe says it. He means it.
Like, oh my god, okay, so have you heard of the like DuckTales like 4chan version?
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Okay, so you know the DuckTales song where it's like life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. The 4chan version is I hate fucking air.
Good.
And so like there were some people like playing the DuckTales thing at a party, and they were streaming it for their like TikTok or whatever the YouTube version is, and they go like life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg, and then their friend off screen immediately went, I hate fucking, and then they started moving the camera to him going, no, it's okay, look, and it's a black guy. Like that's how I feel, where it's like, yeah, I think part of me would just be like, he didn't even finish saying it before people started freaking out because they know it. And like, it shouldn't get them in trouble, but just for the very basis that it was going to be leading into that, they had to be like, no, look, it's a black guy, it's okay. That's how I feel sometimes, where I have to be like, no, Steven's a black guy. When he laughs at it, that's our go ahead. As soon as Steven goes, guys, what's your fucking problem? That's when I'm gonna have to be like, all right, goodbye, account.
I'm like Kira right now. My race card has no weakness. Click, your YouTube channel's gone.
Steven's the one that reported the fucking Terraria stream, isn't he?
What?
The first one he reported, I'm just like, no, it's okay. And then he reported a second one going, it is not okay.
Oh, Steven, have you been watching the fucking memes from Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes, I've been watching all of them. Gosh,
I
that
forgot
Spider-Man! Which
what
one
is
is
the,
he?
what is
He's
the
the black
Mexican's
one!
yeah, what's the Mexican Spider-Man's name again? I keep wanting to say
Miguel.
Miguel,
Miguel.
thank you. Yeah, I just like everybody's just agreed that Miguel is just like a hard right wing like 4chan user. Like someone was just like, dare I say it, that he's our guy?
I mean, that's the thing. Miguel, I still say, like, from the proof that there is, I don't think Miguel's necessarily wrong. I think he's just gonna be proved wrong.
I haven't seen it still because the money. There's a storm right now. I can't fucking go out and watch a movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh
I
shoot,
watched
that
it with my
reminds me.
cousin because he's been playing the PS5 games, so we
That
really
reminds
wanted to.
that
Yeah, go
reminds
ahead.
me. The other week. Sorry, I just was watching a video about don't fill in your fucking sentences with but I was trying to formulate the entirety of the sentence so it's just not like a very deliberate. The other week, the thing I'm trying to remember is T-Mobile Tuesday. That's the thing. I'm just forgetful. Like when it comes to like nouns, like what is this particular product, I'll forget it because I don't care enough to remember that it's called T-Mobile Tuesdays. It's just some fucking thing on my phone that I do. But
That's same.
anyways, T-Mobile Tuesday, we had some like free popcorn thing from like AMC where it's like you don't even have to have a movie ticket. The first time they had it, I walked in. I already told you this story. Someone could just go on
You
the
did.
old stream and find it. But they did it the second week in a row. When we went Saturday, I went up to the movie theater and there was a crowd of people. And I went, ooh, this can't be good because there's no crowd of people outside of a movie theater nowadays without there being a problem. And they just fucking had like the biggest blackout ever, and it was crazy that there were just like 200 people sitting outside of the movie theater.
Is it one-time use? That's a great question. Our
You can
end
mute
passes
me.
are made from the highest
Mute my
quality metal.
thing.
It grants any holder the
Steven, they sell
prestigious
it
privilege
online
to say
now.
the N-word. Please use it
So what?
responsibly.
I put it on freaking Interstellar Crisis. They sell premium end passes.
Cause I'm over here. I'm about to make some pizza dough.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
what
nice.
kind of pizza you making, man?
I'm just making. It's just gonna be a regular like cheese and maybe some veggies on there. We didn't really. We were just because I'm testing it out because I haven't made it in a long time. So like I'm not even going with like instant yeast. I actually bought me some yeast because I'm gonna activate in the water in a little bit.
Mm.
But I'm trying it out. 1/4, 1/4. Yeah, there we go.
Dude,
That's 1/4 water.
Dude, I'll get acid reflux from drinking too much water. Like I gotta stay away from red sauce. So when it comes to pizza, I want to make it's usually like a cream based.
I really
Ah.
like that. Like,
Like oh, sorry,
Sorry.
I was gonna say
You
like
go.
some like a bit of a cream sauce, like spinach, mozzarella cheese, mushroom, like that kind of pizza.
Uh-huh. Oh, there we go.
I also like pesto pizza, where it's like you actually get like tomato slices on the pizza.
I'm
I
also a
don't.
big fan of
I don't
pesto.
like that. I don't like that. It's not
Oh, you
my
don't like
thing.
pesto, Joe?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a very big like acidic. There's a ton of like flavor palettes that I just don't appreciate, which makes me
I
like
was,
a little bitch baby
I was
when
gonna
it
say
comes to eating.
pesto's pretty far from acidic.
No. It's like I'm talking about like if it's not fully cooked, like the fresh tomato slices,
I see what you're
because
saying. Well,
yeah,
yeah, it would be. You don't add too much pesto, very light, because too much pesto and it just kind of tastes like pine nut.
that's
It's not
no.
that good. You're supposed to have like a light flavor of it. So you
Yeah.
have a light smear of pesto and you have just a light sprinkling of cheese. Maybe instead of doing like shredded cheese, you just have slices of mozzarella, and then you put on the tomato slices and you bake that. So the tomato slices will be cooked; they're not raw tomato, and you have like ooey cheese around. It's still just it's basically more of a flatbread, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's a pizza nowadays.
I mostly stay with the classics, like freaking extra cheese and pepperoni. Like you really can't go wrong with those.
Yeah, you know what's weirdly good is the Little Caesar like cheese pizza bread, where it's just fucking I think their base sauce is like a butter ranch thing, like very light on it, but
Mm.
mostly it's just you're just basically eating cheese bread.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of how Pizza Hut does it. Because many people like wonder why Pizza Hut pizzas like fucking fill you so much.
I was gonna
Uh,
say it's the dough.
yeah, the dough is just full of butter.
Yep.
It's like
You can even
loaded
taste
with
it.
yeah, but the thing is so much, but like people don't get it, like don't understand why they can't eat that much pizza when they go there.
You'd think that if that was the case, that people are actually suffering to eat pizza at Pizza Hut, they would reintroduce their Pizza Hut buffet thing that I remember doing once when I was like 8. Like you
Um,
used to be able to go into a Pizza Hut and order the buffet, and you'd just be able to. I remember the buffet was just fucking 3 like pizzas on like a little hotbed thing that they would periodically replace, and it was the weirdest thing because I have very distinct memories of there being like a couple of families doing this. We got our pizza, and then after we ate one slice, we sat there for what had to have been like 20 minutes while we waited for them to restock the pizzas. Because every time a pizza came out, we're like, oh, are they restocking the buffet? No, somebody else has ordered a pizza to go. Yeah, that's fucking the worst.
yeah, I mean, it might have been because like that it just didn't work, or it might be because like someone actually had a heart attack when they're like, you can do whatever you want. It's like I can't.
I
There's
decided to
no
Google
way it's
that.
the second one. It had to be that Pizza Huts didn't actually want to do the buffet because they lost money or profits or
I
whatever.
mean,
the
that's
managers
probably because
wanted.
it's America.
Because I know for
apparently
sure
we have
that
it.
little like CC's Pizza is a pizza buffet, and that place fucking still exists. I know the what do you call it? The array of pizzas they had were far more dominant than 3, and they actually restocked things. And there was even something called a salad bar, whatever that was. And people, I'm just saying, like there are pizza buffets that exist. That being said, I haven't seen a CC's Pizza in like a really long time. But you know what I'm talking about, Steven? Have you seen a CC's?
There's one in Florida that I still go to sometimes.
Well,
But
that's
that's the
in
thing, it's been
Florida.
a
That's an
while.
imaginary
Hey,
place.
hey,
What?
Joe, I will send you to Florida.
And I was just thinking, when some people are going to be listening to this, going, "He's from Florida. He can't give out the N-word. He's not a real black guy." And then some people are going to be listening to this, going, "He's from Florida. He's the blackest one alive."
He survived.
I survived Florida. You don't
I
live in
think
Florida.
the
You just
reason,
survived
like, I'm
Florida.
being serious about the people who think of these. Like, there are people who really think both ways I described. I think the reason of this is because of Fruit Bowl, Florida. You know what I'm talking about, Steven?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which part of Florida are you from? You a Fruit Bowl boy?
Fuck no. I'm from Orlando. I'm in the middle.
Ah.
Mercy Drive, baby. Also known as No Mercy Drive.
Sorry, it really caught me for some reason. Like, I know it was coming, but it's still just so funny to me. Where it's just like, I'm from Mercy Drive, or No Mercy Drive, as we like to say, or like fucking.
Pretty freaking imagine just like
I
yeah,
remember watching a motherfucker get burned inside their house alive.
Very
Oh,
fun.
you smell meat coming out. We're like, what does that smell? Because at first we thought, hey, someone cooking, and we're like, oh no, they're not cooking. They
That
cook and
reminds
cook.
me of
I'm
that
like, oh.
that
It
4chan
got
post I
really
saw.
sad.
Like, some guy was like in Colombia, like with all the gangs, and he talked about how he saw, like, he waved hello to a family that morning, and then he saw like the Colombian cartel come up and like kill everybody in the house, and he was just saying like, he was scared, not because he thought like people were going to go after them, but because he just waved hello to them this morning and now they're gone, and how fucked up that is.
Mhm.
fair.
It's super fucked.
To be fair, sorry, Steven. Like when you said like I saw someone like being burned inside of his own house, I'm just freaking reminded of that sketch of the black guy that says, "Well, I had to tell my white friend to join the KKK because I couldn't live without the clan ribs."
Oh yeah, the clan ribs.
Yeah, I was about to say, Steven, tell me
He said,
that day.
are those clan ribs? He said, can I try them?
I
He
hope,
was
Steven,
so
that day you didn't try the clan ribs.
Those weren't clan ribs. Those were man ribs.
Shame. It's kind of like to talk about how fucked up the world is that people can make jokes about this. Like I'm not saying we shouldn't make jokes about it. You know, that's just how the world is. That's how you get by on things. I'm just saying it's fucked up that you can talk about someone being burned alive in the same breath that we were just talking about like another joke, and then go back to jokes. Like we're so desensitized, dude.
That's just how life is now. It's a
Yeah.
shame.
So Pets Online. The storm went away, I guess.
Yet lives.
I mean, if Kieran's still in here, we probably should just play another game now.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do the words that, or you can listen to the words Kieran all says, which is like, my character will do nothing. You guys don't need me.
Part of me is like, Pedro did say Talisman got an update, but there's no reason to play that without Kieran. After
Hi,
all,
Pat.
that's his most favorite game. Hello, Pat.
Talisman?
You finished playing your Dota match?
I was asleep.
That's
That's
fair.
not good. No wonder you lost that match.
Aha, aha, aha.
I wonder if Kieran is asleep.
That's not Pat's tired laugh. That's Pat just dealt with Techie's laugh.
No. Techies. We ruined techies.
I've been playing Diablo 4.
The new one?
Yeah.
That's far.
No, the old one.
Well,
I keep listening.
The
I keep
old
hearing.
Diablo 4.
I keep hearing
I don't-
people telling stories of how the game crashes and they lose their hardcore character.
Yeah, the hardcore
I've-
thing,
I've-
Go on, see.
Well, nigga, I don't play hardcore.
But the game still crashes.
Well,
Dude,
no,
it's-
I haven't had it crash.
Speaking of hardcore, I've been having some RuneScape dreams. Yeah, I know, who cares? And, I had this dream where, you know how I said that they gave me an account that I didn't own? And they refused to, like, fix it, so I just own somebody else's account now?
Mhm.
I had a dream where they did that again, but this new account had 400 mil on it, so I just took it. And then they accused me of stealing his account, but instead of banning me, they took away all of my main's monies and items and set him as a hardcore Iron Man. And honestly, I feel like that's a worse punishment than banning me.
that's just seeing
Honestly,
everything
that
you
does seem
did.
like a worse punishment.
Yeah, that's just everything you've done. Like now, it doesn't matter.
It's more than it doesn't matter. It's like you could try and rebuild, but if you die, we're deleting your account. Where it's just like, ooh, this isn't fair.
I mean, especially because of the PvP part.
Honestly,
Like,
most of the PvP, I think all of it's pretty much like the only way you can PvP anybody nowadays is if they skull trick you. Like the other day, some jackass was like inviting everybody in my clan to a group chat, and people who kept saying like don't accept it, they're trying to lure, scam, PK you or whatever. And I looked at the stuff they had on me, and I went, if I die, I can get all this back. So I wanted to see what the fuck was going on, because I honestly wanted to see how they were going to try and PK 50 people at the same time. But in order for them to do it, you'd have to ready up in the grouping system. So I'm just in the chat, and people are screaming at me.
Isn't it fun to play online games with people?
I know, because they're just like, you gotta ready up, I'll give you money if you ready up. And I'm like, I want to talk about the new word cutting update that's coming out in 3 days. Then I'll ready up. They're like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, I'm already max level wood cutting. What do you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, the fucking bad joke I was gonna make is like when Pet was talking about like the old Diablo 4. I'm like, yeah, that's just playing Diablo 2 on the Switch and on the computer at the same time.
Ahaha, ahaha.
Hey Pet, then you be funny then.
We've got an entertainer audience of 11 devoted fans. We have 14 subscribers, but I think 3 of them are dead.
Including me.
That's more than I thought we had.
Yeah, including
died.
me. Yeah.
We had We had like 22 subscribers, but we lost some, and it was probably during a time when we swore a lot. Who knows?
Man,
We
David.
go
If
through
we have
waves. Like right
okay,
now, we're gonna lose subscriber because we just had a whole discussion about the N-word pass, but we're also gonna gain one 4chaner who happened to find us.
no, that's the thing, David. If we gain anyone, if we gain anyone at all from not from us like swearing and saying shit, that's already surprising enough.
No,
Because
what
that's
it
like
is, Joe, is those when we had 22 members, they were like, I like these guys, and I said, don't worry, Steven's black, and they went, they're friends with a Nick. All right. Prove me wrong. Resubscribe.
okay, I will subscribe to your channel, fucking weirdo.
You fucking won't.
Let me
Some
unsubscribe, David.
Some very racist Indian man's gonna go, you call me Southerner? I know.
I really need to start just commenting on all of your videos.
Probably should. You're just gonna comment the N-word every time, right? That'll get us.
Robin
That'll get us
Hood.
going.
No, I like my YouTube account mostly because I really don't want to get a new one.
I mean,
I
just
say
make
the
a new
N-word.
one and do that.
Joe,
They said.
oh my god, that'd be great. Actually, I would pin every one of your comments up on every video. You just went, the N-word of the day is nanners, like something stupid.
Yeah, fucking it's like today is the first day of Black History Month. First word, naggers.
Oh,
You've gotta save the fucking big ticket ones for when we actually get like fans, so they can go insane when you go. The N-word of the day is niggardly. You know.
Word of the day is the Korean nigga.
the word of the day
Niga.
is nigrette.
The word of the day is ningen.
Yeah.
Fine, I fucking do. The word of the day is noogie, as in quantum and woody. Noogie. And then it's just the N-word.
The word of the day, the N word of the day is Steven. If you get it, you get it.
And word of the day is me.
Steven's no, when Steven posts the N-word of the day is I am already inside your walls. Alright, well, I don't
Good
think
evening,
Karen's
ladies.
showing up.
I'm waiting and I'm watching it. I'm outside your window.
What do you guys want to do? What's a 5-player game we can get?
Let's see.
We just start Deep Rock Galactic, but Pat watches.
No. Let's actually think about this.
That was so fucked up. I said, "Hey, yo, what you mean, buddy?" Cat watches. What kind of cuck shit is this?
You shouldn't have been late. You would have been in here.
I need 2 more teaspoons.
We got-
Who has this
We got
one?
Terraria, I guess. That's not like limited by anything.
Oh fuck!
What's the Metroid mod? Metroid mod is a mod that adds content based on the Metroid series. Doesn't new mobs. I mean, there's that at least.
Well, I really like, as I've told you, David. Like me, Pedro, and Kieran are doing a Terraria fucking playthrough because Pedro
do
never
more than
finished
one.
it.
You can do
I know.
more than one.
I mean, true. I just don't want to.
I've been
Also,
doing
it will
3
be
at
a
a time.
playthrough because me and Joe play once and come next day and everything is done.
No.
That keeps happening, Steven. Like that's why we stop. Bless you.
Let's watch me play Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh, I have that game.
I think at most it can be a 4-player game, but I don't have the DLC to make it a 4-player game. Don't ask how I got
Crypt
those
of the
achievements.
Necromancer.
I did the family share thing, but it doesn't give me the DLC.
Fair.
I need 2.5 to 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
We just see Steven just fucking do share play and Steven plays South Park Fracture but Whole.
I love that game so much. Jesus Christ.
Eric Nigera.
Yeah, I'd be down if Steven wants to stream the Fractured Butthole and then put it on our channel. That'd be fine. I'll be the person to commentate with the game that time as opposed to the other way.
I mean, I do believe it's fucking just fucking funny Word of the day, Niggeroth.
Steven,
From
you be
Chug
Wooly
Niggeroth.
and I'll be Pat, and we'll be the alright best friends.
Not
Oh yeah, it's about.
a super best friends, but I mean,
I wonder how Pat
Make it
feels
work.
himself. Like, Pat, how does it feel that you're not Pat?
What the hell?
I mean, you trying to comprehend this, but you know that ain't gonna fly. Like, you know that there's no hope for us. Do it like me. When I don't understand one of their jokes, I just go with it.
Joe sounds so much more cultured when he does, too.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's called fake it till you make it.
That's what Joe's girlfriend does.
When's Marvel?
Man, if I had a girl. Time to spiral.
Alright, let me Google 5-player Steam games.
So we
Don't
have the
starve
entirety
together.
of Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, we got Tabletop Simulator. We all have Don't Starve Together.
Mhm.
I assume.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it says I have fucking 17 friends that have played this previously, so, you know. I assume you guys are in that list.
How many friends do you have?
My friends list is composed of about... Here you go, there's 12, 11, and then 2 in-game. So, you know, put that all together, and I've got 25 friends on my Steam list.
Okay, decent odds then.
Mhm.
It still cracks me up that seems like every time you level, you can have 5 more friends, and I'm just like, who here is legitimately like adding friends with like every person they've ever played in a TF2 match? Like a few of my friends on the friends list are TF2 match people, but that's because in every subsequent like time I've ever interacted with them, they still seem like very decent people. Like it wasn't just some like, you know, happenstance. Like they're just good people. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
But meeting people on TF2.
No,
Or
that
you
you
mean
need
good
to that you have only 5 people need to level up to get 5 more.
Oh yeah, you get like a set amount. I think it's like 20 at the beginning or something, and then every Steam level you get lets you add 5 more friends, which is weird. But it's fucking Valve can do whatever they want. I'm just more interested in who actually needs more than let's say 50 friend list people, because at a certain point you don't remember who people are anymore. I'm on RuneScape right now fishing in the background. Apparently I haven't been fishing. My character's been standing here waiting for me to click it again. But my friends list is composed of 9 people out of the 400 that it allows me to fill it with. One of those people, or myself, it's the alt, is on my friends list, so I can check what world it's on when I don't want to like go through menus. And then like 4 of those are you people. Like here's Axum Iron still sitting here.
So are actually me.
Oh, David,
Like-
I finally got. This is how you see me, right, David?
God damn it.
I'm
Just
like when you say see me, I'm waiting for you to pop up online on RuneScape. You talking about Aluket? Because I do have a special note saying this is Joe.
Oh no, I meant the thing I just posted, such as a crisis. You just see me like that. I'm just forever blue.
Yeah, I do like that. For some reason, you've latched onto the gnome. Was it because I made some sort of joke about him being on the back of the main character?
No, it's because you made me voice act the whole time as him.
Still, that's worth it to me.
Yeah, it's like, why are you so attached to it? I don't know. I was forced to voice him for about 5 hours. So, like, I either got attached to him or got annoyed.
So we should play the fucking Houtiful Boyfriend again, so you can be attached to some birds.
They
Dude.
know.
You need to give him only one bird voice though for that to happen.
No,
I
no,
don't
this
know.
is
I really like the idea of Joe just randomly in the middle of the thing going, "How's everybody doing?" And then everyone's gonna turn to him, and he's like, "What?"
I've already done that.
Yeah, but I mean
That's
in public, like in real life, like unintentionally.
Oh yeah. That would
Uh,
be, hey every pony. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, fucking your fuss Rodot shot in real life.
yeah, no, but really, I mean, we didn't do that because I wasn't comfortable with the birds. The reason why we didn't continue is because you decided to name our character after me, when I had said for you to not.
What's the issue, Mr. Belchior?
Yeah, like, you not being able to say my name at all also doesn't help with that, you know?
What's wrong, Mr. Belchior?
He's still fucking it up. He's like,
At this point, that's just how it is for him. I'm either Joe or...
Oh. Oh.
Yes, hello, my name is David Canton, and this is my friend.
I
Goes
guess...
by Joe. He goes by Joe.
He goes by, that's his cowboy name is Joe. Joe just goes, yeehaw.
My boy name, Yee Yee. I don't know who has seen that one.
Oh, by the way, have you seen the 4chan craze over the new Superman show that's coming out?
No.
So, yeah, I heard something about Lois, so Steven knows what's up.
I deviate from 4chan for my own sanity.
I don't even have to go to 4chan. People will send me 4chan snippets. But, again, I'm not supposed to be saying, but oh well. I like going, Tish. But anyways, people were getting really mad because, like, the last few Superman cartoons had, like, Jimmy Olsen as, like, some black kid. And people were like, they took away another ginger. But people have forgotten now that they've made Lois, like, a tomboy. And people are just like, we are
They
so
were like this.
fucking back.
as soon as they saw her like that, they were like, black? Who black? We forgot who we were talking about.
And yeah, and then someone in the comments brought up, but they replaced Jimmy with a dyslexic black man.
No, they didn't. They stopped caring.
I just read the worst fucking comment in my life, but I'm going to read the very three last words. I'm gonna blast.
I mean, David, I've known you for a long time. I start doubting you like it's the worst comment. Like, we've been through a lot, man.
I do appreciate the amount of people going, never ask a racist the color of his girlfriend posts in here.
Well, since you're making jokes like this, I might as well share the memes.
Linta, please identify a suspect who allegedly spray-painted swastika on rainbow crosswalks. Yeah.
Yeah, what a dickhead.
See, the thing is for the first, like, 50 times that I saw this, I legitimately thought it was, like, fan art of Luz from the Owl House.
Not gonna lie, I also thought that. I thought I didn't see, not like the first 30 times, but I saw it and I was like, is that somebody? I'm like, oh, that's from the new show. And I'm like,
to be fair,
I just want to watch this.
I didn't see nothing about it being a new show until later on. It's just like before it was just people posting like it was just like 11 images of like Tomboy Lois Lane.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, okay, someone drew older Luz, cool. All right, moving on. And then I saw it again, and I'm like, whatever. And that's going on until someone goes new Superman show, and I go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I
want to see
remember
it. I
this.
want to see how it's gonna be.
It looks fun.
I like the one comment where it's just like, how is Lois Lane more tan than a farmer?
Oh, also,
Because
it's
he absorbs all
Yeah,
the
and
sun
then
to
it
become super
delves into
powerful.
the fact that Superman can't get tan skin because his skin is invulnerable.
But see,
So-
that's
He
just
absorbs
it.
the entire
Is-
sun, so he needs to be
Is
white.
Superman has to have the ability to produce melanin because other Kryptonians are black. Meaning
You
it's
know-
not like they couldn't experience the
That's
melanin
not
thing.
how being tan works.
Right,
There's
but
just-
if we took Steven and we put him in a cave for 50 years, or I guess in Superman's case we'll make Steven 30, Steven's gonna become paler with no sunlight whatsoever, even though he's black. Same thing would happen with him. If he gets absolutely no melanin from the sun, then he should be pale as fucking L.
Not
So he's-
melanin.
That's not how that works. What the fuck?
You
What the fuck?
don't
I was listening to
produce
David
more
said. I'm like, wait,
melanin.
what?
You get tan because your skin cells are getting damaged from UV rays.
Jimmy
Melanin isn't like a thing you get from that. I would say with melanin isn't a thing you just get like from the sun.
A black man can walk out into the sun and get blacker because his skin is being damaged.
Steven.
So yes, black people do tan. It's just not noticeable.
Well, it's because I was saying people tan
Long
people tan because the sunlight causes the skin to produce more melanin and darken.
No,
but
it doesn't. That is
Well-
your skin cells becoming damaged.
The trend continues.
What
The
we can
ginger-
do is we have Google here.
Yeah, according
Does
to
this-
Google, it's
Yeah.
the UV radiation into your skin. Your body senses that it's being injured, so it tries to protect itself by producing chemical changes within certain skin cells. Your skin begins to darken in an attempt to block out harmful rays and prevent further injury.
this is what I get.
God damn,
Yeah,
Blizzard keeps.
I can't believe ginger people are being erased from television.
Don't worry, dyslexia will swing the other way one day.
So you made the same joke then.
Yeah, but I also put in another more racist joke inside.
I mean, did you read what I did, bro?
Ginger
Right.
Scrabble, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just letting my dough rise, and I'm gonna see if I did this right.
Alright. Dude, that still fucking messes me up with the, it has like the DBZ characters, I'm trying to remember his name, Gohan, who like going, with Goku going, no, stop, don't do it, and underneath is like the thing of Scrabble. It's
Yeah,
the
the
thing of
Scrabble.
Scrabble with the N word ready to be unscrabbled,
I'm
and I'm
like-
just like,
He's gonna spell
Ginger.
ginger. Stop him! He's gonna spell ginger. Stop it!
only a
Don't
ginger
do
can
it.
call another ginger ginger.
You can call him a ginger.
The first time I saw that meme was literally like Super Smash Bros. Has no black characters, and it's like me trying not to say Donkey Kong. Just
Oh.
just that me.
Donkey
Isn't
Kong.
Ganondorf?
Ganondorf just a nick. He's not black. He's a nick.
Depends. Currently, is green.
I mean, sure he's green, but he is a Gerudo or Gerudo or
Yeah, that's-
Gelatinous,
No,
whatever you want to call
No,
it.
David,
I
we
have
can't
a phone call.
we can't do this, David. He's ginger.
Look, there are black people with red hair. For example, the Gerudo.
Gerudo.
Or Chris Rock during the fourth element or fifth element.
To do this, David.
Yeah. I agree 100%. I'm supporting you on this because it's funny. Not because it's right, but because it's funny.
I mean, yeah, Ganondorf is looking a little green there, but still.
He's always green.
What game are we
Gandalf
doing? Or
literally-
should I just... I'm gonna move our category to just talking. Watch us get a lot of viewers.
Just
Maybe
chatting.
that's
Oh
a
my
very
God,
popular
Logan.
one. But I don't know if that's just because of the people that are talking.
It's usually because they're like in swimsuits doing like hot tub screens.
I saw someone
Hi
do that.
guys, we're
That
having
just
just
reminds me of the
talking.
fucking.
I've got my titties out. Oh, sorry.
That just reminds me of the most fucking stupid thing I saw about that on Twitch.
God,
Which is a
I
4-hour
was
stream.
praying as soon as I switched, there were gonna be people coming in, and then when they heard you going, just the fucking stupidest piece of shit, and people leaving, like,
All that
It's
he's
just, I
missing, I got
don't
my
know the fuck
titties
the
out.
girl
Oh.
is, but their entire stream is 4 hours. 3 hours and 40 minutes, it's a timer going down with her saying, if we reach the goal, I'll show myself. And it's like usually like, oh, 10 squats, I'll in a bikini. So she goes like, the timer is 3 hours, it reaches, She then spends 40 minutes, like, preparating, like, or just basically just stalling for an extra time as people donate, and then shows up for 10 minutes, does it, and that's the stream. And I'm just thinking, who the fuck jumps there and stays there for like fucking 4 hours to just see someone in a bikini?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's thirst.
we-
That's people who are fucking lonely and thirsty.
Yeah, when you say for
Like,
10
there's
minutes, are you
free
saying
porn.
she actually reveals herself? Because from what I assumed, most
at
of
the
these
end,
bikini.
yes.
Really, you think they'd get in trouble?
No, because she has she has a small pool and a beach background. So you can be on bikini if you're in the pool. So people just started buying actual kiddie pools with water. So
No,
it's
you're saying
technically
she
allowed.
showed herself.
Oh, in the bikini.
Oh,
Because that's for the
fuck-
entire. Because until it's the end, she's not on camera except like the end. So you never see her. That's why I mean she reveals. She just shows up.
People are sadder than you think.
Yeah, that
dude.
is sad. And if
You
anyone
can-
watching this wants to see me in a bikini, all right.
I mean,
But
David, no.
honestly, someone in a
Ah.
like, are you? If you're actually too far to go to either a public pool or the beach, Google images. You can
To be-
easily find images of people in beaches.
Listen,
To be
that's
fair,
not the point.
I could
That's
jog
not the
down
point
to the
of it.
beach. I could
That's
jog
not the
down
point
to
of
the
why
beach.
those people do that. By the way,
They do it for attention, I'm pretty sure, or money.
you
Really.
know,
Money.
he's talking about the people who will be on there to watch the streams.
Oh, they do it because they're sad.
Exactly. Just because they can search it up doesn't mean anything. The thing is, the person on the screen is a real live person. Sure, you go to live cams, but that's not like. But the thing is, because that's such a like, oh hey, you need to be on there, sign up for that. People don't like that because it feels too like what's the word? I'd say
It's like paying a whore.
at that point, this one because it's sort of like paying a whore, but you're doing it in a different way. You feel a sense of a feel of being in a group. That's what
Yeah.
Twitch chats really are like. Like I've
Oh,
been
yeah,
in some
it's
Twitch
like being
chats
in a group.
where we're going
It's
crazy.
different.
Like it's fun.
It's different anonymously donating because I was thinking. I thought you were gonna go with like they feel like they are having a personal connection with this person.
That
And
is
I was
also
gonna, I
yes.
was gonna make fun of the fact there's like him and the other 10,000 people in the room. But
Exactly.
no, it's her going, "Are you seriously masturbating by yourself?" And then the Twitch members going, "No, it's me and the science team." Ah!
they're sad
It's me
together.
and the science team.
Yeah, they're
That's
sad
actually really
together.
It's me and the boys. Woo! How many people do you
He's
have in
pulling his
there?
cock out.
He's pulling his cock out. I'm pulling my cock out.
Everyone's pulling their car out.
There's like 7 cocks out right now.
It's time for the cockfighting. God, that just reminded me. Aaron is so fucking gay.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
yeah, they
by the way,
just start
Dan
fighting.
got
Yeah.
mad at him. By the way. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Wait,
then
sorry, you're mad at him?
No, Dan
Dan.
got mad at Aaron for some funny shit.
All right.
He said, "Do you remember that time when I told you when you first were gonna do weed? What was the 2 things I told you? There were 3 things I asked from you, right? Yeah." He said, "Don't do edibles," and no, it was 2. Don't do edibles, and let me be there when it happens. And what happened there? And Aaron just starts laughing because he's like, "Oh, I did not do either of those things. What did you do? I took edibles and I did it by myself. And what happened? I had the worst experience of my life." Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Dan's mad. It just sounds like Dan's disappointed.
No, that's what I meant. He wasn't mad, but he was just disappointed.
Uh,
He
I
knows
mean-
he wanted to be there for that.
I stopped watching them years ago, around the time where Dan was making jokes about putting dragon berries up a toddler's asshole. I was like, all right, it's time for me to stop watching them.
I mean, I sometimes
Yeah, but
watch
you
a
don't
little.
make jokes there that are that fucked up either.
I sometimes watch them just for a little bit, but I don't watch them for a long time anymore either.
I'll just sometimes hit a video, but I haven't really watched one in a while.
Yeah,
Well, no,
I'll-
it wasn't just immediately that. It was just that was the last video because I was watching it and then my roommate comes in and they make some joke about sex and children in the same sentence. And I'm like, I swear they're not usually doing this. They're just being edgy. He's like, okay. I'm like, no, seriously, go talk to other people. Other people watch them. I'm not watching weird stuff. And
Yeah.
then it happened a second time, and then the third time with the toddler thing, Dragonberry or whatever the fuck, Dragon Tales, with him talking about putting it up her. I'm just like, all right, I swear, I'm just gonna stop watching them. I agree with you now. Fuck these guys.
Yeah. I mean, we'll always remember such characters as Bummer Drummer.
Yeah, no, I like early stuff.
Racist basis.
Yeah, racist bassist.
Hate the Jews. Fuck 'em.
I mean, like a couple of weeks ago, I remember going to check and see what was up with them, and I watched one of their things, and it just didn't feel like as special as I remember it being.
Yeah, same with me. Like that's why I only watch sometimes a little bit at some start things to see if it's as funny. But no, like the personalities continue to exaggerate further, and it's just not fun anymore.
Hold on 1 second. I need to fucking.
I mean, Aaron boxes now, I guess.
Oh, cool. Aaron, fight me. It'll be good promos for me, really.
We forgot.
Aaron is still cringe.
Yeah, he's always cringe.
Like that lady said, what she said, we forget, and I was like, fuck. Like I was thinking about it, like I said it when we were in line.
I mean, I was super fucked up, David.
If I would have heard it, I would have
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, as you were saying.
I mean, I was also freaking shocked when fucking Aaron just freaking showed up and voice acted in the last episode of the Owl House. It's like,
Oh,
what?
did he? Was he one of the minor characters?
No, he was King's father. He was a Titan.
Oh. Well, that goes to show that I haven't really been paying much attention to the show, I guess.
So, leader.
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't there for too much time, so I guess I didn't like. It wasn't like I was watching Babylon 5, and I heard one of the characters because I wasn't really watching the show, and then I go, it's like that voice sounds really familiar, and I go there and go, Red Foreman. No, wait, that's Dr. Kelso, but it's just still the fact where it's like you can recognize some voice. Like I had to see that person before I could really put together who it was. Also, Babylon 5 is like a 20-year-old or something fucking show. And then to see Dr. Kelso in that position, and you're like, that is Dr. Kelso. And then think about how 15 years later, he doesn't look any different than how he looks on Scrubs, where it's like, this man didn't age. He was born old.
No, but yeah, he did. The fucking Aaron did do the like 2 times went to the fucking Creator Clash boxing matches they did. The first match was simply unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first match you went against like the main guy from like Epic Mealtime, Harvey, that giant motherfucker.
See, that's just it. I was thinking like, I'm not the most fit person, but I know I could fucking destroy Aaron in a fist fight. And then when you brought that guy, I'm like, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. He's gonna have a big advantage. I'm gonna be cheating. I'm not boxing him.
Yeah.
MMA, yeah. I'm not boxing him though. I'll lose on boxing.
Yeah, well, this is just this image.
Who is among us that doesn't have Civ 6?
We all have Civ 6, but Pedro doesn't like it.
Yep.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if Pedro had it or if he. Or
all right, let me
if
look
it
at
was
some
that
of
one.
these games I got. Who wants to play Rock Paper Scissors Champion Edition?
No,
Ultimate Tic Tac Toe.
sounds terrible.
How about Betrayal at
Left 4
Thousand
Dead
Tale?
2.
Huh? I mean,
Yeah,
I do
and
have
Also
that.
4-player.
I know. Pack
There's
and Watch.
technically
wait.
the enter mode where
Yeah, there's-
some people play the zombie.
Yeah, there's 8-player mode. If we get 3 people as survivors and 2 people as zombies, we can play.
But that's swap, so at some point it will be the opposite. At
Yeah.
some point after they do their run.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'm still fine with just talking for 4 hours.
I don't think it'll talk for 4 hours, but I can talk for quite a while longer.
Let's see.
And you can
There's
just
Team
still.
Fortress 2. There's Team Fortress 2.
There's not Team Fortress 2. And now Steven got consumed by the Italian dough.
And more than that, TF2 is doing another Man vs. Machine event for medals. So, hey, also Steven's dead, I guess, like Pedro said.
I
I mean-
said that.
What? We're trying to fool, Pat.
I think that's I am lost.
Nothing good for the sun. No, just kidding. I didn't hear you, Pat, if you said it.
I'll kill everyone.
Try me. I'll let you.
Oh no, I was going to see how tall John Morrison was, because just like when I was talking about like fighting Steven, I'm certain I'm gonna win because even though it's like even if Steven can crush bone with his hand, like he said, as soon as I grab him, the fight really goes in my advantage. John Morrison, however, is a professional wrestler, so that goes there throws out my advantage.
Welcome
He's
back,
back.
Steven.
Welcome
Yeah,
back, Steven.
I had
yeah.
decided to go on a fucking journey.
I just assumed the storm took you.
I don't know. It was really weird. All of a sudden, everything just started going bad.
What the fuck happened?
The storm will do that. So, anyways, yeah, I was just googling John Morrison, Steven, and yeah, he'll beat me in a fight. Man's a wrestler. There goes my only advantage.
I think Steven just went through like the second act of a play, like during those like 2 minutes he was gonna. I think he died in the third act.
Will he be resurrecting the fourth?
There's no fourth act, Pedro. Pay attention.
Say that to Jojo.
I am the fourth act.
Because I was thinking the same thing, where it's like Rey Mysterio is like super short, in my opinion. He's like 5'6" or something. But as a professional wrestler, I bet he would win in a fight against me.
I mean,
he would
he's
fucking
kinda
like, you
old
would
now,
try to
so-
grab. You would try to grab him. He would flip around you, and you'd be on the floor with your head in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like wrestlers are grapplers, so whatever stuff I can do in my fucking barbarian fighting style, like they actually know what they're doing.
I mean, you're gonna get launched with a fucking flying like double kick to the fucking face first, though.
They're going to pull a chair out of nowhere.
He's gonna pull a chair out of his ass.
I have had someone try and do like a drop kick to me, like they just ran up and tried to kick me, and I grabbed their legs and I threw them somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean-
that ain't gonna work out.
I mean, the fucking issue is like at the speed he does.
That's true. He might be a lot faster than some random dude.
Yeah, and beyond that, he is the person that can actually kick you in the face.
My man's moving horizontally up. He engages the drop kick position, and as he's flying towards me, he's ascending.
You're like, oh no.
He's a guided missile. Yeah, I can't stop that. If he can fucking ascend while dropping, that's too dangerous. See, but that picture Pedro posted, notice how in order for her to set up for that, she twisted her around so she didn't have time to respond to the drop kick beginning.
I mean,
Like there was a
in
there was a
wrestling, you also
setup to
try
that.
not to injure the person, so that's also to allow the distance.
Yeah, and
to
it's
be
also
greater.
all fake, but it looks very believable. How? Because if someone just did that to me, the second part where they just jump up and try and kick me, I would be able to take that. But if they had thrown me around so I'm twirling, and then as I'm turning around, there's a pair of feet going into my that's different. Now
Yeah.
that is still also different because if somebody was on the second floor building and they jumped at me, yeah, I'd probably respond like that guy too because I'd be protecting my head.
Yeah, no, this is the thing. You're gonna get a face full of nuts with that one.
See, the mistake also is that guy he didn't even defend his head. He looked like he was trying to grab him. The correct response to that is putting your fist out where the nuts are
No,
going to be.
I mean, to be fair, he kind of supported him to hamper
but
both of the falls.
That's what I mean. It doesn't look like he's protecting his head. It looks like he's like giving him a space to land.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, something wrestling's all fake. Whatever.
I mean, it's entertainment.
You gotta be careful about be careful. Yeah, wrestling is fake in there, but I know Rey Mysterio, he actually did some of the shit back in the day with the actual luchador shit, and that shit gets real
That's
fun.
because Mexican wrestling is not fake. Very much so.
Okay.
So you have Mexican wrestling, not fake. American wrestling, scripted bullshit. Japanese wrestling, anime.
It's redneck soap opera.
Dude, have you seen some Japanese wrestling where they just do the most ludicrous shit? Like they'll have some guy like grab a person's nuts, twist it, and the guy's going, he'll twist his torso a bit, and then the whole guy grabbing the nuts is gonna flip around.
Yeah, I do enjoy. I also enjoy the.
The fucking Let's Give jokes.
Yeah. Steven,
I typed in Japanese wrestling and immediately I'm like, oh, okay.
Steven,
Is this really the first thing?
I was literally going to go get that clip because I was about to say like Japanese wrestling, you just use a fucking gun. Oh no. Oh no.
What's a gun?
Why is there another gun?
No, it's the same guy. That's
it's the
a
same
special
guy?
move.
That's his gimmick, okay. Because when he was like licking, when he was touching himself and doing the tongue thing, I thought he was just trying to like make the guy uncomfortable.
It was making me uncomfortable, so it works.
At first, I thought you were gonna post the thing where like a guy grabbed somebody and threw him, and rather than landing, the guy just did like a whole somersault in the air and landed on his feet. Yeah, see, that's actually a good time to do a kick to the face, because if someone's running at you like that, I know in a fight, I don't run at somebody in fights because I'm slow as fuck. People have to come to me.
Yeah, but think of the momentum.
The momentum is my fist going through their face.
Yeah, but then all your weight behind it.
You have to be very careful because, like, when your fist hits certain parts of the head, like, your fist is gonna break first. Like, if you get them around the forehead, your fist is breaking. You're breaking all the fingers in your bones in your finger.
If I want to hit somebody in the forehead, you don't do like a wimpy punch. You hit them with the back of the hand.
So, okay, so what I'm seeing is that in Japanese wrestling, Ronald McDonald is a character that tries to initiate intercourse non-consensual between multiple people.
Ronald McDonald.
Like
yes.
Yeah, I think it means like, this one.
Like Steven, I don't throw a lot of straights. I do mostly like rounds because of like when I throw straights, I'm doing it in conjunction with whatever the hell my karate style is called. I'm trying to remember what it's called because I stopped doing it a long time ago. I took up Muay Thai instead, but I still, again, when I throw punches, it's that karate style. I forget what it's called because
David Straight, never again.
They only ever told me the name in Japanese. It had something to do with a swan, but you know, then there's Muay Thai where again you hit people back of the hand if you're going for the forehead, or you elbow and knee things.
I'm sorry, David. Is it mountain-sized swan?
Dude, it might be. I don't remember. You could have said like, "Is it cheese flowing across the swan's wing?" And I'd be like, "It's got swan in it."
Well, David, I believe the Japanese really don't take this because there's one match that I'm seeing here that it's a full match. That's just a guy against a puppet.
Yeah,
like
it's anime. Yeah, just enjoy.
Yeah, I guess Japan does it more for the stupidity of being fake than actually trying to make it look somewhat realistic.
I'm sure there might be some real wrestling in Japan. It's just probably not as popular as the, what do you want to call it, the fake wrestling?
The American version?
Sure, because like, is Tiger Mask part of this like ridiculous stuff? Because when I think of Japan and wrestling, I think their biggest wrestler, and I mean that in like most popular, is Tiger Mask.
Well, okay,
I mean, that would explain all the Tiger Mask things I see in
what
anime.
The fuck is this panda thing?
No, I saw that. I was like, excuse me?
Well, this thing I'm going to show here is literally the 3 wrestling matches that this shows is 2 dudes getting with each other.
Remember, son, dying is gay.
Is that a sex doll on the thumbnail?
Probably. This is the thing. The other one is him fighting a sex doll. And the third one is someone losing a fight against nothing.
I love those type of fights.
It's the Invisible Man.
Yeah, so the
Like,
invisible. Yeah, so yeah, really, it's Japanese wrestling is a whole nother beast.
You know what would be great with the Invisible Man? If rather than losing to nothing, if you actually started to like turn the tides and start winning, there should be a person on the underside of the ring with like a feed of the thing. So when the guy pretends to like throw somebody on the mat, like he picks up the invisible guy and does the slam.
There's an actual
under the
like
ring-
sound.
Yeah, like the person under the ring can fucking like hit it with like a broom or something, so people can go, oh.
People are like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" Hey, wait a minute. Did he actually throw someone? They're like, "Hey, yo, hold on."
Remember, Japan, I'm full of stupid ideas like this. I'm sure I can't top whatever nonsense you've been coming up with, but you know, you can hire me.
All of Japan hires Davis. Their wrestling coordinator.
There's a couple of benefits to hiring me. I enjoy fighting. I'm very creative. I'm white, and therefore automatically I deserve the job.
But
He's
you're a
easy.
foreigner. Don't forget that's a.
You're a
big
foreigner,
movement.
so that's like a -10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
The whole
you're
But
square.
he's an American foreigner, so he knows a lot about wrestling.
Yeah, he's also easy to
That's
spot.
also that's a -15.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's me lying to them now because I don't.
That's +1 for David for being easy to spot in a crowd. Just a
That's it.
fucking
Yes.
crowd of
The
Japanese.
big,
I
big white man, and then they just go like, "Which big white man? The sumo wrestler?"
They wouldn't call him a sumo wrestler.
Let me check. I actually think I could fight some sumo wrestlers. I say some. I mean the lighter ones.
Yeah, you couldn't fight
have
the
to be very
Yokozuna.
careful. They I got to go see their training, right, David?
Yeah, like this
I don't know,
sumo
David.
wrestler-
Even the like lighter ones, I don't think you're gonna be able to get after them, bro. Because the motherfuckers all are just fucking beasts. I'm just like, oh my god. Watching them do the fucking the Ricochet training is fucking nasty.
Yeah, no, like Ricochet would hurt, but also I'm not talking about fighting them using the sumo style where I'm mostly going to.
No,
take
I mean
theirs.
fighting them in a regular way, because it all depends if they fight like a regular way too. Then that's scary
Alright.
because I watch
Okay,
a man throws.
What I found here is the lightest Yokozuna in history at 230 pounds.
Yeah, the current Yokozuna is 6'3.5", and it's 406 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not saying I can take that guy. I'm not talking about taking on like even Yokozunas. I just found the lightest one by Google. I didn't say I'm gonna take on the top dogs. I'm talking about the guys that don't know what they're doing yet.
He's like, I can fight those fuckers.
David
Like
literally.
the ones that haven't been ranked and stuff. You know those stories where you see like
Yeah.
the guys that just eat and then they're like, I'm hoping to get heavy enough to win a match. Like those guys, I'll destroy them. The ones that are actually winning, no. That's not
I
what this
love-
is
It has the
about.
same vibe of like, yes, I can beat a child.
No, I was literally going to say I just see
I
David
challenged
and
a child to a sumo wrestling match and won.
yeah,
No,
no,
This is the
Can't
difference
forget
between
that
me
joke.
saying I'm not going to beat a professional soccer team, but I can beat the women's soccer team.
yeah.
Hey, you be careful about that.
I
You
mean,
can, but also don't let them kick you.
yeah. I mean, man, that's just sad. It's every
I mean,
time.
you've seen the things where it's like a high school team of boys beats a professional women's soccer team.
Not
it's
not
kind
no
of fucked.
no.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
I have.
It wasn't the just a professional. They were 7th ranked in the world.
Joe, you made it worse. You could have just
Yeah,
left that as it
They
was.
were already dead. Didn't need to step on the corpse.
It's like they
Joe,
had
I was
already lost. Why did you
By a
make it-
lot.
like, why did you insult them more?
I swear,
Joe's
someone
like,
watching this.
I'm not
someone
insulting.
watching
I'm just
this-
telling the truth.
Someone watching this is gonna go. So David wants to beat women. Like they're just not getting the correlation of what I said down.
I'm done beating women. I'm gonna go to the gym. What
gonna
the
go-
hell? There are women here. Oh, I'll do both.
we're to beating women. We're back.
I believe in slapping equality.
I
know
believe in equal lefts and equal rights.
And I can only imagine fucking David gets to Japan, just sees a fat child's like, you there. I challenge you.
Fat person.
First thing he
Depending-
does.
Depending on
First-
how fat the child is, that just might be a Japanese sumo wrestler.
Just
Oh
first
no.
first thing David does, picks up a bit of sand from nearby, just fucking chucks it in his eyes, and then goes for it.
Behold,
Stop
my,
looking at when them big
my
ol' eyes.
American prowess. Fucking sand.
It's gonna be that thing from like The Slap Part 2. They're like, did you just hit that child? Bam! Police start coming up their like batons. Like, did you just bam, bam?
I mean,
Oh
it's
god,
funny.
they just keep getting more hits in. Bam!
It's funny because for a
Bam,
while,
bam. Bam,
statistically, for a while, they were just going to be surrounded by people that are like 5'6" or below.
I mean, you were in Japan, Steven. How much taller were you even? I mean, like, you're short, like, to me. So, like, how much taller were you than them? On average,
Relatively?
or... Yeah.
On average, they're shorter than me, but a lot of them are just the same height as me.
Hmm.
And
Did
then
you
I'm
see,
like,
like,
I go
did
into
you
like
see,
the
like, a lot of,
countryside and I
like-
see like a ton of people that are just tiny.
Oh, really tiny. Because I was going to say, like, did you see, like, enough people that you were like, those are tall compared to you, but, like, maybe they're as tall as, like, you know, Big Jim from the military or something, you know what I mean? Like, did you see any, like, big, tough, like, I don't want to say Yakuza guys, but, like, any...
I know. I met a few Yakuza guys.
Were,
Yeah.
Alright, well, I assume they weren't tall.
No,
I mean, were
they're
they
of
my
average
size?
height.
Were they my size, Steven?
Were they medium size?
Thank you. It's like I said, is they my size, and you said medium size. I'm like, I could cry right now.
Don't worry,
it's like
Joe,
that's
Joe,
like
I'll say
Joe
this right
trying
now.
to tell-
Joe, don't you
trying to
worry.
Tell, childhood stories, and he goes like, when I was
When I can
small,
look over
what,
people's
this
heads,
morning?"
they're all small, so you're good, Joe.
See,
They-
I know you three are short. Well, actually, Pedro said he's fairly tall, actually. But, Pat, how tall are you again?
5'9". No,
5'9".
no, that's Joe.
No,
5'11".
What the
I
fuck do
wish.
What the fuck do you mean I'm
Wait.
5'9"? Sorry, I'm confusing that with a person I've never seen before.
I
Pat,
don't know. I just thought 5'9" for a second. I was like, no, that's wrong. That's definitely
Joe.
wrong.
Pat,
I'm
I'm
no,
not your
no,
girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend, Pat. You don't have to add 2 inches this way.
no. This is the thing. That hurts me more, Pat. Because I
Well,
freaking
you gotta
wish
do
I was
Joe.
5'9".
5'2",
Joe's
bro.
5'2".
Oh my gosh, you are short.
Hey! You stop that right now.
It's just sinking in.
David.
That's gonna be you when
every
he comes
short
after.
person. Every short person I've ever fought, and this isn't because I'm starting fights. It's usually because they think that because they're just they try that shit. We're like, I'm just a little guy. You have to let me go. You know. Every short person I've ever fought, they'll run away, but they always come back thinking they can like slap me or spit on me or something because they're fast, and that's
What the
always
fuck?
their mistake. Because I'll grab them, and there's no escape after that.
Oh.
And that's why I think like if someone's
I didn't know
considerably
we
shorter
were
than
grappling.
me, if someone's
It's like,
considerably
oh.
shorter than me, I don't think they have a chance at beating me.
Well,
That's not true.
that someone once tried that with me, and that was demonstrably untrue. Because
They're gonna
that
bite
person,
and kick.
no, because someone tried to grab me like by the body and by the throat, and I'm asthmatic. So as soon as he did that, I tried to stab his eye out, because he don't grab me by the throat.
Damn, I'm just imagining that Joe is going to be reaching for my head, and I have to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Let me get this closer to you."
It's not that hard to get to somebody's like face. It doesn't matter how short he is. He can do that easily. That's not hard.
Usually, like what Joe said, also is the mistake is they're grabbing people by the neck. You got to grab them by at least one of their arms, so you take out an equal amount of fighting away from them.
Fine. I mean, at that point, I'm just gonna. Someone else also tried to do that. I mean, it's
I
hard to just.
murdered them.
I mean,
Like-
no.
Like, let me sell out some of my state secrets to Steven. Like, if me and Steven got in a fight, my plan isn't to grab him by the neck. It's to let Steven throw a fist and grab that.
I'm not throwing a fist.
Yeah, you
Right,
really
well,
stabbing
wanna
you.
become the next George Floyd.
Catch this fucking lead.
Thing is, David grabbing me is a bad idea. I've done wrestling for 4 years. grabbing me is a bad idea. I'm just going to cut off circulation. And
Cut off circulation.
Grabbing
My
me
immediate
is-
thought
I,
is
I will
Steven-
climb. I will climb you like Rey Mysterio. Like it's not hard.
My immediate thought is Steven's like arm detaches like a fucking lizard.
Yes.
David, grabbing me is. I advise you against grabbing me. I will fucking sue you.
I'll sue you.
You think that scares me, Joe? I'm white.
It should.
It's-
It should.
Well, I'm European, so you fuck.
You're fucked. Actually, yeah. You don't want to do that.
No. Hold on. He's Portuguese. He's fine.
He's peeing.
No, I'm going to shut down the case for like this. You attacked this Portuguese man. I said, no, sir. I attacked this Brazilian man. And they're gonna go, case closed.
Damn it, Joe. You have to make sure that you have all your shit together, or else he'll win that case.
What do you mean shit together? I can simply speak Portuguese correctly, and they'll know
Oh!
it's.
And the American system. won't
Yo!
know the fucking difference.
The way you said that, Joe, that felt so. That felt. There's a fucking guy just there, like. He's like, "What do you mean correctly?"
I mean, it's really easy to prove that he's not Brazilian. They just need to give him a soccer ball and watch him not be able to play with it.
Oh yeah, that's.
I thought I was gonna go. It's really easy to prove he's not Brazilian. First, we're gonna take this black swatch and put it against his skin.
Here, we can
And
prove
then-
he's not
and then
Brazilian.
someone will go,
Joe,
No, that only
who's your
works in
favorite
Argentina."
League of Legends character?
No, and then we go like, no, that only works in Argentinian.
Joe, who's your favorite League of Legends character?
Aurelian Soul.
See,
Black.
he would have yelled, fucking Mordekaiser if he was fucking Brazilian.
Mordecai.
Cha 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 cha
Objection, Your Honor.
Wait,
He's
wait,
clearly
wait,
been
wait,
trained.
cha.
If you saw me play Aurelian Soul, you'd see that you're mistaken.
Are you actually good at Aurelian Soul?
No, that's the joke. Like no
Well,
training
no,
at all.
Brazilians
Yeah, he's
aren't good at
trained.
League.
If I would go, if you go Aurelian Soul really is your favorite, why don't you play Aurelian Soul? And then as evidence that you're Brazilian, please play around as Mordekaiser. And then Steven has to go,
They're
objection,
equally
Your
bad.
Honor. Mordekaiser is busted in the first place.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
equally bad. when
I
you play
heard the
them.
new change to
Yeah.
Aurelian Soul is
Aurelian Soul is actually kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play
I'm-
League and I don't plan to start, but if Aurelian Soul had came out like that, then I definitely probably would have played it more.
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't think I am the worst thing possible to League, but I'm not good at the game. Period.
Yo, what a fucking statement. I don't think I'm the worst thing
not
possible
the
to League. I'm
worst
like,
We
thing
can
Yo,
confirm,
hold
we
on.
can easily confirm he's not the worst. Because we've seen
Yeah.
people a lot worse.
Damn, I was thinking, like, yeah, I mean, when it comes to, like, MOBAs, I'm not really usually playing to, like, become the best. Usually it's just for an enjoyment, and I usually get upset when people start getting, like, incredibly toxic. Like, at a certain point, no, I was gonna say, at a certain point when your, like, natural skill of just playing casually starts hitting the area where every map you're in, everybody is always toxic, that's where I get annoyed at the game.
Steven, do you want to know what is the current worst League player I've ever seen?
who?
Is that one motherfucker that went Yumi in a game, and I was playing jungler, and she attached herself to me, and then started and had smite to steal my jungle camps.
Kill.
Yeah.
It's not
That's-
not only that. Yeah,
That's when you get to constantly farm their lane for minions.
but I can't because there's still a bot lane.
Yeah, just farm their lane for minions.
They had a shared lane, so Joe would be fucking the person that is not involved.
I know, but you get to say,
Also,
look at
in-
what Yumi did.
Also,
You- This
because
guy
I was-
drag the party down,
League
everyone
did a
comes down.
change. League has a change because Joe had the smite item. He gets less XP and money from lane minions. So it would be almost the same as if he
Yeah.
was not farming.
I was
Then
also
just-
not.
Then just never gank them.
I mean, but it doesn't matter because the thing is, the Yumi was on me, and every time a fight started, when she's on someone, she gives people stats. When a fight started, she would detach herself from me, and only put herself on me if I was successfully escaping. If
That
not, she would just
sounds
run
like
alone.
She was
Yeah.
trying to get extra experience? Why?
No,
Oh,
she
just
was.
being a
it's-
bitch.
Yeah, it sounds like she was just legitimately being a troll. In which case,
Yes.
just tell the party that's what she's doing and report her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we-
that was obvious from everyone.
That's what we did.
Unless Joe went to like supported as in like, oh yeah, we are pre-made with the strategy, but no, everyone was saying fuck that
Hmm.
person, so it was kind
Oh
of
yeah,
opposite. It
there's
was-
also another
You-
thing.
By the way, you can agree with what I'm talking about with the toxicity, right? Like in any MOBA, you have like the very bottom tier people who just do stupid goof off shit, or they're just absolutely bad themselves, and there's not that much toxicity in there. Then
Yeah, we
there's
call
like
that,
kind
we
of
call that
new players.
Wood or Herald.
Sure, whatever. But then there's like the kind of new beginning area where like either players are mostly new or that's just the skill level people are at. Then there's like this big divide where there's just constant toxicity. And then there's the top players who got rid of their toxicity, or I mean, most of them did, because they learned that even if they are toxic, being toxic makes teams lose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
just toxic verbally to themselves, where the teammates can't hear and cause problems.
yeah, that's
Dude,
what
I
we
like
do.
that.
In the
I like that one pro player where they just say shit like "nice job" and like "that was a good move" and stuff like that, where people are free to interpret it how they want.
They do something questionable. Good job, and it's like mocking me.
what was it? Let's see. Man, I mean, the thing is, me playing League, and Pedro can confirm this. I'm also very unlucky.
Weirdly
Something,
so.
yeah, like I like to play jungler, David, but every time I play jungler, if I try to invade from any position at any point in the game, at minimum 2 people will be in the exact camp I will be for.
It's always a division because it's like 50% of the times it's Joe shouldn't be going there because it's a bad plan. Our 50% is why are they there exactly?
Yeah,
Because there was a
that's
time
a-
where I
oh.
basically followed Joe to our jungle, and for some reason 5 people were there, and I was looking at them like, so
Dude,
we
if
have
you
wards.
want,
There's nothing here for them. The fuck are they doing that push?
dude, if you want some secondhand pain because of all the toxicity I deal with, because like you have 10 people in a game, so of course you're gonna get some toxic people. But I always get the people who are like, I'll win top lane, and then my top lane will like disappear, and then they'll randomly go gank, and like I'll call missing, like they're not there, and then they'll go gank somebody or they'll kill our jungler or something, like they disappear because usually the person I'm fighting against is like Vayne or like Jinja or like some person that has like the ability to go out of lane for a long time and go like pick up kills, like Rengar. Have you ever fought top lane Rengar?
I don't
Yeah.
think Vayne can go and get kills
I
other
don't
lanes,
know
but
where he
Rengar
is.
yes. But Vayne
Yeah.
no. Vayne you don't really go get kills in other lanes.
Well, I mean, you
it's
can easily though,
you can easily.
because you
It's just a
ult.
thing
You
where
can
it's
you
like,
know you can ult and then you just go in. You just go in, and a lot of people can't. that gank is scary.
and I'll call missing every time when I don't see her, but she'll be missing for like a minute and a half, and then she'll pop out of somewhere. It's like, why didn't you call your top lane missing? It's like I did. It's like, why didn't you
I'm
call her
sorry
missing
you had-
again? I
I'm
did.
sorry you have the memory of a goldfish.
It's for real though. Some people will actually be like this. I pinged her 4 times. You ignored it. And it's one time I sent a message. I said, "Hey, bro, whatchamacallit is gone. She might be around here." And I'm like, that person had gone all the way down to bottom lane, and the bottom lane wasn't mad, but the jungler was shitting on me about like, how come you didn't have your lane? And I said, "Nigga, I'm like, excuse me."
No,
Right-
yeah,
right.
there's just a amount of the times where I'm like, no one's top lane while I'm there, so I'm just checking other lanes and just see someone in the ward, I'm pinging, and I just see our ADC walk towards, the enemy while chasing the other one. It's like, you're gonna die, and I'm pinging that the person is there. He's on vision. The fuck?
Pedro
Wait,
is
dude,
also
it could be 2 minutes into the game. I've destroyed all of top lane's towers down to the inhibitor or whatever, and because the Vayne went and like killed the mid lane, they'll fucking come back like fed enough to like start winning the lane back, and people get mad at me. And of course, I'm being hyperbolic, but like if someone's missing from the lane long enough that I can destroy their tower and push minion wave and start roaming myself to try and deal with whatever shenanigans they're doing, it's not even like, oh no, just go keep pushing your lane because she's not there and you're taking away experience from me. It's like, okay, and then I leave and they go, why aren't you here helping me fight your top laner? But fuck.
I mean, Pedro is also here to confirm that no matter if I go mid, bot, top. Now, right now, my curse hasn't been so bad, but every time I was like 10 minutes into the game, it's like, where's everyone? And everyone shows up in my lines like, why the fuck are you guys here? There's no strategical advantage for this.
So there's 5 of us. You want to go play a MOBA? We can all install Smite.
I already got it installed.
All right, let me start installing Smite. You want to join us, Pat, or are you just gonna run away?
I'm sorry, I missed it because my mother was talking to me. You're doing what now?
We were talking about playing MOBAs, like we were talking about how shitty MOBAs were, and then it occurred to me, there's 5 of us here. That's a game we can play. We all hate MOBAs. It's time for I Hate MOBA Fridays.
I probably won't be playing, but I'll still be around.
Everybody
That would be-
install Dota.
That's even
I knew
worse
he
than
was-
Smite.
I knew he was gonna say that too. He was like, everyone installed Dota.
There are custom games. You can do a custom game.
Dota does have some of those old custom
Yeah,
games from like the
Yeah,
Warcraft
they
shit.
have arcade games that
Oh,
aren't
you're
Dota
talking about
games.
the original Dota?
Season of the Soul.
Because if so,
No.
we can go play League in Dota.
Gross.
Man, Smite has achievements I've still got to earn. 149 of them. Smite keeps making achievements. How do I not have the pentakill achievement? I've gotten a pentakill before.
You probably got it
Maybe,
before.
It
yeah.
wasn't an
achievements.
achievement before.
Oh,
I'm at level 48. Fuck, I need to
that
finish the campaign.
that could be true. It says only 7.7% of players have that achievement. That might be
see,
the
do I have
case.
it?
They might have added it.
Or
Do I have it?
maybe they've just lowered it to where you don't get the achievement every time because they're jerks.
Wait, oh, the pentakill achievement?
Yeah.
I got mine in 2016 apparently.
Oh well, then it's been
Alright.
around for a while.
All
Why
right,
don't I have
all right,
it?
then my theory's bullshit.
You're right.
gotten
It's just the pentakill, like one pentakill, right?
Yeah, I've done pentakills in Smite before. I've done like the septuple kill when they had that special like 6v6 mode.
Huh.
Remember back when Raw was good?
Yeah.
Remember back when the Smite was good?
No.
Smite was never good. It's always trash game.
I remember getting a pentakill of Raw, which was especially funny because like I shot my ult in a team fight and 3 of the enemy team members disappeared.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Like I don't think Raw's gotten worse. I just think there's been too many new champions that have become better than the old champions. Like all the old gods don't have enough mobility. Like if I use Raw against them, one of the strong points of Raw in Old Smite was that he was so fast. But now there are just champions that straight up just teleport spaces. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. Some just have too much mobility.
I don't remember for sure. We could go check the VODs because I think I was complaining about it during our last Smite VODs. But I think it was a mixture of the community was toxic, but I also just wasn't exactly happy with how often Smite was like churning out like pay us stuff.
I think from what I remember, the reasons why we were fairly upset with Smite was because some of the skins just had it was too much of a skin advantage on some of them. And the other thing is that Smite matchmaking just does not function.
Oh yeah, it was the MMR that we were really pissed off about. Surely they had to have fixed that, right?
I mean, it's not bad. Last time
I remember
played it,
going
it was
into ranked matches as like gold, and I was fighting against like grandmasters. Like it was just I had like a silver on my team, I was gold, some other guy was some other thing, and then the enemy team was just 5 grandmasters, like diamond above. I'm like, cool. Like MMR should have put half of them on our team. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess we're not playing Smite today.
Why?
No, my brother is starting to install it on the PlayStation because I asked him to. And it seems that the servers are fucking up.
Fun. Well, it's a thing we could do at some point. We could keep talking.
I mean, I like playing Smite. That's the thing. Like for me, I do enjoy Smite, but like only to play with someone.
Yeah, I have to play Smite. Like I started playing with my friend Randy because he plays it and he just plays Hunters exclusively, kind of. But like I play with him a lot. When we were in Japan, we were playing on the plane. Let me go check on my dope.
I remember having the urge to play Smite a few weeks ago, but then I was like, no, I said I would never play it again. But I mean, here we are doing stuff on a whim, so you know. I'm a lawyer. I think another reason why I didn't want to download Smite was when I went to go check on it, they were doing some V Shoujo fucking crossover event.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
was
still
just like-
happening.
I was like,
Hololive, I believe.
maybe not, because I also. Oh, I remember what I was complaining about with the skin vantages, Joe. That so many of their skins are fucking indeterminable as to what they actually are, and it's hard to keep
Yeah.
track of
Yeah.
who's what.
I mean, there's the some of the worst ones were like the Ninja Turtles were fairly
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah, they're very confusing. They are
And then-
pretty much identical.
And then there's the like the skins that you need to spend a bunch of cash to get. Like the shock skin is one of the worst. Because the shock skin had like 3 forms depending on what ability
No,
you just used.
it's like 5 forms. I know what you're talking about because some guy would come out of nowhere. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, and he literally just looks like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I
They're
do
all
remember
very
those
different looking.
discussions now.
Okay, it seems that now I can download, but it'll take a bit.
Hello, who's adding me in my kitchen? Worked. It was about half the size earlier. Steven, do you not put plaster crap over your thing while it like or a cheesecloth or something?
Being called
Okay.
out.
I just wanted to make sure because like I didn't see it on the side or something. All right.
Well, the newest character that they put in fucking Smite was X Shell. What's she
Well,
from?
We'll see in this bit, I guess. Steven, what kind of like how many pizzas are you planning to make out of the thing?
Right back.
Like 3 or 2 and some breadsticks? What's the plan?
Two pizzas, 2 pies.
Well, I'll let you get to making them then, since if I keep asking questions about what your plans are, I'm gonna be holding you up. So enjoy making your pizzas, dude.
Unfortunately, the Pathfinder memes subreddit is not that active.
All right,
Is
so
it, is it closed over the
No, like the
It's-
D&D memes thing was closed, with like Pathfinder memes is just not that active. Period.
You would think that the redditors would move from one sub to the other.
I mean, they probably just do memes somewhere else, really. Well,
I still remember the RuneScape Reddit being down. Apparently, they had announced it for like a week or so before they planned on going down, and then they were down for less than 24 hours, and they're like, "We're back." And my immediate thought was, "This is a protest." Like, announcing when your protest is going to end really feels like it takes all the punch out of the protest, doesn't it? Like for all those Reddits that are
The ones that were getting locked, the admins unlock them and then remove the moderators.
I'm back.
sure.
Oh man.
I was thinking about all the ones that locked for like 3 days with the promise that they're going to unlock after that point. But I was thinking about how Babylon 5 Reddit, because I'm watching that show. It's weird, by the way, because apparently they said they weren't going to get a season 5, so they wrapped up everything in season 4. And now that I'm on season 5, everything feels very kind of like season 4 ends, like it's an ending. Then season 5 is just them going, oh shit, we got another season. but I'm gonna watch it because the whole reason I started watching Babylon 5 was I was seeing YouTube clips of like Jakar being a religious figure, and it was very interesting. And that didn't happen at all during the first 4 seasons. It's going to be happening in season 5, so it's like I guess I got it. But yeah,
It's less interesting now.
I kept trying to figure out like what's going on in like season 5. Is it worth to watch season 5? And I saw that the community was down for like weeks in advance, and they said they're going to stay down until Reddit does what they want. And then when the RuneScape Reddit was back up, I went to go check Babylon 5, and they were back. I'm like, oh, I guess Reddit changed, and I saw no, they didn't. Apparently, the moderators of Babylon 5 just aren't there anymore. Like they removed them. And it's just like, cool. Then Reddit is a fucking tyranny. Yeah.
Yeah, what's new? It always has been. You can't even go to r. You can't even go to r slash. Wow.
Try to say Trump.
No, I'm blanking on the word. Controversial r slash controversial opinions. You can't even put a controversial opinion.
No controversial opinions.
What fucks me up are the Redditors that like unironically defend pedophilia.
With the maps, motherfuckers.
Yeah, like you can get in trouble on Reddit for talking about how pedophiles are bad, but then there's a whole Reddit of people that do this. Like there are Reddits that shouldn't exist, like
yet they still
for
exist.
common decency, and then there are Reddits that get banned for hate speech because they talk about how they don't like pedophiles or they don't like Joe Biden. When there's like a whole section of Reddit that talks about how Trump is a shitter. You know what I mean? Like it's very obvious that there are certain opinions that Reddit like promotes over others. You know what I mean?
To be fair, Target now sees anyone who dislikes the sexuality, the sexualization of children, as an extremist view.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. Our world leaders are pedophiles.
Was it bound to happen?
I just said our world leaders are pedophiles, so it was only a matter of time. Fucking Epstein Island. Remember how he just mysteriously committed suicide when there were people watching him 24/7 under surveillance before he could go out and tell everybody about everybody that went to his kitty diddler island?
That's crazy.
Insane, ain't it? And it's so weird how all of a sudden they all disappeared.
As soon as Steven said that, I heard, there are 2 wolves inside of you. It didn't happen, and they deserved it. They're both right.
Well, David.
I didn't say any of that. What?
Well, David, I think Dion were wrong to give us a chance.
But we're wrong. Should I throw the bare bones of the sci-fi game I have at them? I think
If you
people would
want.
I think people would rather do Claire de Lune, but the sci-fi game is interesting on just the grounds of it. I don't think we should do it in the Pathfinder system, but we
Starfinder?
could just...
Starfinder?
No, David
Starfinder
was
still
doing
has
things with magic.
Well, then,
Yeah, you didn't prefix it with not having magic, David. That's why I made the
Yeah.
same mistake.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but
I
it's
still want to eventually do a Starfinder game.
It's just the way Pat like goes. Oh, David doesn't want Pathfinder. Starfinder.
I've never gotten to do Starfinder, and I really like it.
And you can run one.
No, I can't. You know I can't.
Pat doesn't have friends or imagination.
Damn, there's no need for that. Jesus Christ, calm
Yeah,
down.
that's not the
There's no
point.
need
It's
for
that
that.
I have
Damn, nigga.
imagination. I just lack the ability to express it.
I'm like, David, what the fuck, bro?
Pat was 15 minutes late, and it upset me.
Kieran never
Damn.
showed up, so
Yeah, Kieran's going to get fucked tomorrow for the
Yeah,
I'm super upset.
no, Kieran's gonna be. I'm gonna be super upset at Kieran. It's gonna be that thing where I'm like, I've eaten a whole cheesecake and I'm holding my fork in a fist.
I love that thing. I just got mad all of a sudden.
Karen's
I
gonna
was-
say, Karen,
yeah, I was blown with my feelings and I got mad.
yeah, can't wait. Karen actually says that he was in the storm. David will completely like the 180 is gonna happen there.
And you didn't fucking kill the storm?
He's like, you have the damage for it.
No, it doesn't. It's Ingram today, Steven.
That's
He
true.
could have gone stealth
He also
mode.
doesn't have the damage tomorrow.
He could have cast sleep.
I don't know if he has that spell known.
He could have just gone invisible and left. I love that. You know what's still my favorite meme? My favorite fucking meme? That one where the guy's like, what you gonna do in this situation? And it's just like a giant like monster that's like eating the planet. Tell him to cut that shit out before I get mad. And every time I see that meme, it has me dying because I'm like, bro, what do you mean by this?
Alright, Smite's finished downloading.
Oh, mine's still gonna take a couple minutes.
Alright.
Soften up the pizza.
By the way, I had the stupid thought of it just came to me in the bathroom, so you can guess it's not a good one. Which was,
Oh.
what would Kieran's demod character do whenever he needs to skip session? And now just imagine him with the nurse that kidnapped him, just doing
He looks up to the sky and he goes, log out.
I just imagine he just
Why?
either gets kidnapped again somehow by those guys, or he actually just goes there and he spends like an entire, however many days you
I'm
have a
pretty
session
sure
just
if
doing.
those guys were to kidnap him again, he's going to kill them.
I was also just imagining he just beats him into submission now that he actually has levels and just now has his personal research team. Because they all have archivists, so they can all do research.
Kieran's gonna look at them and go, "You're just NPCs," as he starts emptying a clock into them.
I still love that as a fucking what happened to that kid? Apparently a kid got fucking stabbed
Oh,
because he
yeah.
called someone an NPC. And I'm like, you honestly deserve that. You should have just kept your fucking nose shut.
Hold aggro. Dude, you saw that one thing I posted where the guy goes, "I've come to accept that there is only 149 people with a soul in this world, and I am one of them."
Anyone that says no, obviously I feel sorry for you. I'm like, fuck you.
I think it might have been kind of recent. There's a lot of fucking wrestling going on in here. Yeah, the monk
I know
joke,
exactly what you're talking
aliens.
about, though.
Man, we posted a lot of bullshit over the weeks. Here it is.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, a lot
come
of that
to
was
terms
just
with
now.
the fact that I'm one of the extremely rare people with a soul in a sea of billions. Jesus. I could be likened to a player character in the deserted world of an old online game nobody plays anymore. My calculations indicate that there are precisely 149 real human beings left in this world, and as it's very unlikely any of them besides me are in this thread, I anticipate that I will be mocked for this post, as you empty vessels lack appropriate algorithms to process the truth of my statements.
I'm like, I hate the fact he says it like that because what he does, he gave himself an out there. He gives himself an out to fucking be like, this is why you guys are making fun of me. I'm like, fuck you. You're cheating.
I mean, you don't.
I think
You
it's
really-
I think it's excellent trolling.
I know,
Yeah.
it's very good trolling. That's why I'm mad about it.
Even
It's
if it
good.
wasn't, even if it wasn't just trolling, you just don't argue it crazy. It's not nor worth it.
Oh, dude, I
Like,
love the
Billy, don't argue with that man. He's a
Eric
fucking.
Andre show where he starts acting like an insane person in New York City, but it always has some random dude come up who out crazies him.
And he's like, oh.
It's like, and it's not like scripted. Like, these people are honestly just New York City people because you can't out crazy the random people of New York City. Like, there's
True.
one where Eric Andre is like an agnostic preacher, and he's going like, God may or may not exist, maybe, like he's doing shit like that, and then just some like really fat old dude comes mumbling in where he's just like, hey, man, it's just like, God is my hero, superstar rock, and then that's where they cut it, because when that guy comes up and Eric Andre's just like, yeah, man, you got me.
You're more powerful than me. Oh shit.
An old homeless man comes up screaming like, "You gotta believe in God now, superstar rock." You can't argue with that.
You just go with it because you are like 30 seconds away from getting stabbed, shot, killed, or whatever he feels like doing today.
I need to fucking read this manga because, like, look at the fucking cover of it.
The
It's
first world
just
problem. Oh yeah, that's Nick and Lever or something. It's just, it's
It's
kind of
there.
stupid. It's okay. No, I've seen some of them. It's kind of stupid, but it's just like the Chad memes come to life. Like the story is just stupid, Joe. But you're really supposed to just appreciate the art, is my opinion. Like
Yeah.
one of the stories is, the guy's bike keeps getting more and more fucked up until at the very end of the story he only has the handlebars and he's running through the street pretending to bike, and he's smiling, going like, "This is all I need." Like he's just being optimistic, but like the actual premise is like these two people have no IQ.
There is zero IQ. There is no thoughts going on in their head. David, you know some of my favorite fucking memes? Another one of my new favorite memes I love?
Oh yeah, which one?
Where it's always like someone doing some stupid shit that shouldn't work, and they're like, people who think a lot have nothing but thoughts. And I'm just like, I hate that fucking meme. It's always some dumb shit.
Oh,
Like
I
the
like
guy,
I
I
like
love
the
it.
one where it has the Nigerian billionaire or something who tweets some. Yeah, Pat's already laughing.
Who is this person? I've already contacted the authority.
He wasn't kidding, by the way. He actually tried to sue that guy.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He has a civil lawsuit against that Twitter user who he does not know the real name of. He's literally suing like Allsdinger or whatever his username is, along with the 30,000 users that upvoted him or liked his
What a-
post or whatever Twitter calls it.
What a fucking dumbass.
I know, what a dumbass. And like
Well,
there are people in the
he
comments that are
says
like,
some obvious
how-
things about
how is this
Africa.
Nigerian billionaire so retarded? Like, he is a billionaire.
I mean, he may just
He's
be
a Nigerian prince. How do you think he got his money?
It's probably the dad's money, so he's not
Yeah,
that
that's-
smart. Is that the dad that money?
Everyone
Old
keeps
money. Old
sending
money don't
him.
require much brain.
Everyone keeps sending him money, so he just gets it.
Everyone keeps sending him money.
By the way, if Twitch gets mad at me for using that word, Ricky Burbank gave me the okay. I've assembled a catalog of words I'm not usually allowed to say through my friends. The whole
Good.
reason I'm friends with Joe is so I can make fun of Brazilians.
And Joe just sits there in the background like, all right, whatever.
I mean, to be fair, we do give you that right.
Joe, remember this. No matter what David does, I still love you.
Love you too, Steven.
Soon, Joe. Soon I shall see you in
Yeah.
3D.
Joe, remember this. You can only choose a name once, so choose wisely. Fucking absolutely like a response from Joe.
Where did they go? I just bought them. I just bought these two little things. For my, so, Dave, I have a cast iron pizza thing that I can put in the oven, and I bought two little things to grab the handlebars with, and I do not know where they are now, and I'm sad. I literally just bought them.
I literally just started seeing like the pages that are hidden in the middle of a bunch of images and a lot of TikToks, which is just instructions on how to make a pipe bomb, and I could mail that to you.
I mean, go ahead. I'm not the one that checks the mailbox.
I'll eventually,
Maybe I'll-
Takes your delivery and problem solved.
yeah, I'll eventually hit you.
David, he's like, I'll eventually get you. He's like, oh my god, I hate the thought about that. Is that like, yeah, the first pipe bomb is gonna get someone at David's house, and I'm gonna be really sad. The second pipe bomb is gonna be like, why are they opening it again? And then, the third one is gonna be someone at the house again, and then the fourth one isn't gonna be David because David's already left that address.
I do fucking love the idea. I'm sorry, David, but I do love the fucking idea of the second bomb goes and Steven's just there, just going skill issue.
Steven's
I'm
coming
like,
by to
open this
visit me
up.
for the first time and opens the mailbox. Boom.
I'll survive. I'll be mad. I'll be like, hey, cut that shit out, and I'll survive. All right.
Yeah, we both knew Steven was gonna be like, I'll survive, because Steven's like, I'll win any fight. You put me up against David, I'll win.
That wasn't even what I said. I said I would survive because I said cut that shit out. That bomb will know that I'll get mad. My bed fell in.
That bomb doesn't want to be canceled, Dave.
I cancel the bomb. Oh, you're gonna blow me up because I'm black? No, I'm
Yeah.
not. Oh, I see. I see.
Because I'm
Like,
not black, huh?
See, this is the bomb we'll have to deal with.
Like, part of me, like, I get that we talk about fighting each other because we're men and we're fucking manly men. You know, I can't remember the rest of that song, but I am worried about if we actually met that we would want to fight, Steven, because I actually don't want to actually hurt you. I'm sure you feel the same way, where you don't want to just randomly like break something of your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because listen, I'm not gonna really go out and fight people. The only times I've actually had to fight is like, especially when like at bars or shit, like when in the Navy, because there's a lot of fights that happen that the command doesn't know about.
You be careful, Steven. One of those one viewers is the general.
No, they ain't saying shit. If they get their ass whooped, they ain't saying shit. They only say shit if they whoop your ass.
I was just talking about don't say who's who, because there might be one of your superiors listening in on the stream, and
Bro,
then
they can
you
suck
just
my
went,
dick. I don't give a
I'll
fuck.
whoop their ass. They want to come for me. Come for me. My serial number is 1 2.
Ooh. I ain't giving up my CAC ID. Hell no.
No, hold up.
Now hold on there.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
It's such a shame, because I just saw like a gif of something that's actually kind of funny on one of those vote for, like, the three judges. I don't know what we call them, like something idol. And they did something that was like a comedy magician act. And as soon as they like saw the joke, because it's like he did a very simple magic trick where he like made a bottle disappear and then moved it, and someone dinged him out immediately, and then he turned around for the applause and the bottle's hanging from his ass, and then everyone else starts buzzing him out immediately. It's like, oh, they can't take a joke, can they?
Of course not.
Because I'm thinking about all the American Idol contestants I've ever seen that like lose because they're not like a child singer of a sad backstory.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people just kind of get scanned out because of that shit. Or like, if you're not attractive and you don't have a gimmick, you're like getting eliminated 99% of the time, or
Where's that
being
one
used as
guy?
fodder.
Oh, you seen that one guy that does like the fucking like he does like a evil scientist routine?
Oh, Mr. Cuddles or something?
It's so good. I like how the one lady who's just because she's a fucking person who doesn't like life at all, and she's just a bitch. She just immediately buzzes him out right at the beginning,
Yeah.
while every other person is fucking loving it.
I feel like some people are trying to become the next Simon Cowell.
I mean, yeah, like that's just something that sells. So like they are like, if I remember correctly, maybe not on that one, but in many countries, one of them is always instructed to just be the more stern one.
But what I didn't like about the Cuddles thing is the one person that wasn't buzzing him out because he actually was super interested in it. She reached over and buzzed him out for him.
Yeah, I know, which is really fucked.
Like, if they could, I don't think that should be allowed. But I mean, I guess it's their show; they can do whatever they want. I just think it's
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, technically, from what I've seen on those shows, the person that is actually the owner of the buzzer can take that out. So even though he stops, can be removed. It's just that it's up, but yeah, kind of a
What did
douche
Pedro
move.
just fucking say?
And the person basically can fucking just tell the contestant to continue. Technically,
Yeah, they can do just to continue.
Oh, okay.
They probably let him continue too.
No, that's where the thing ends. Is he just
Is
stopped
that
his
one? Is
skit?
that one that ends? I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
that one.
remember.
I gotta figure out which one that is.
I remember seeing it because I saw him doing something, and then people talked about how he was on other shows, so I went to go see the clips.
No! It was Britain Got Talent that did that to him.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Britain Got
really know
Talent
which
were the ones who fucked with him, and the ones
Yeah.
that fucking pushed him off, and
Was
they
he on
turned
America's
off.
Got Talent?
Apparently, I think so too. Oh yeah, there it is. They turned the fucking comments off on this video.
Yeah, because people were that pissed off.
Yeah, I was
That's-
thinking
that's
the
how
other one,
I-
Canada Got Talent, is the good one.
That's how I looked at that video, because someone in the other comments was going, they disabled the comments because they didn't want to admit what a fuck up they made. So I went to go see the fuck up. And I agree, that's a fuck up, because even if they all dinged them out because they didn't like him, I would just take it as like, yeah, typical whatever talent show where they only want singers. But when someone else reaches over and buzzes them out, I think that's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Because Simon was literally sitting there watching it. He's enjoying it.
What I like was when he was on the Penn and Teller thing, and Penn and Teller very expertly explained how they understood his trick, where they were just like, so do you have more than one deck of cards? And the doll just kind of he being a ventriloquist he is, he actually makes the doll get an expression of, okay, you found me out, where he just goes, nope, just the one. Like, the eyes of the doll moved to like, ah, shit, you got me.
What I say is really amazing is the fact that how he can keep his regular body, his body just expressionless, not doing anything. You know what I mean? Because the whole time he's just doing that expression.
I don't think that's too hard when you train for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That no shit, David. When you train for something, it doesn't get that hard. But I'm saying is the fact is he's doing a puppet show, and the thing is the fact he's doing ventriloquism with that. He's keeping his tongue out, and he's just sitting there with his eyes closed, standing with his eyes closed the whole time.
The tongue out thing is impressive. I was saying what I think would be more impressive for the ventriloquist, or the ventriloquists that can have like opposite facial tones, like they're reacting to the thing, like when the ventriloquists that have conversations with their dolls, like I'm trying to
like Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, like Jeff Dunham. Like, sure, sometimes it's not impressive, or he's just smiling along with whatever joke. But if like the doll is like insulting him and like being jovial about it, and then Jeff Dunham like looks offended while keeping the tone of someone mocking him, you know what I mean? Like, they think that's kind of impressive.
That's really good. It is really good.
So I mean, like, yes, you can train. It is good that you can train to keep a consistent
opposite side of the
expression.
spectrum on that. I'm in Smite, by the way.
Okay, Joe, what you on Smite?
Yeah, it's 7 minutes supposedly.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Did I miss out on the other Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, you did.
I got the first 5.
It is what it is.
You lost, I believe, Atraxa.
I lost Atraxa.
Yeah, Jace, Balerion.
Wait. No, wait. Didn't I get those?
Oh, it was just. Let me check.
I have to go through Smite's like prep steps first, I guess, which involves a giant eyeball staring at me.
Store. Godskins.
Oh, you
the
no, you lost.
Oh,
yeah,
they still got them there.
Yeah,
so
there's Bolas, Vivian, Teferi,
I can still
Nista. Oh, the Wandering Emperor.
The Wandering Emperor. Oh my god, they actually have her in there. It's a Mulan skin. Don't worry, I didn't want that skin in the first place. It's fine. The Bolas, though, I kind of still want to get.
Yeah, it had to be a Tiamat skin.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, is Nissa?
Their standing up position does resemble Bolas.
Oh, Joe, by the way, I've been playing a fuck ton of Magic. Like, I have literally over like $6,000 of Magic cards in my room right now. And I also got a from a random boxing I bought from a guy. I got a $600 Alpha Dark Ritual.
Oh, I know. You told me that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But also, Joe, I did a deck, a Corvold deck. You know the dragon that when you sacrifice shit.
Bitch, don't
Huh?
do this to me.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
have a
not-
deck with him, and I hurt my
Not
friend
playing.
with
Yeah, I'm not playing you.
it. Teferi. Actually, Chronos Teferi deck. Chronos Teferi. I actually might make that skin. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool looking. Starbreaker Rosh. I just throw that over to David just to be nice. No. David's like, don't you dare.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't need any more skins.
Oh
If you-
my god. The
if you
Spinner
cover-
skin. What the fuck?
If you curved me, Steven,
What is this?
I'm gonna Muldrotha the shit out of you.
Yo,
I'm
what is
going
this?
to-
hey,
I'm-
Joe, you stop that right now.
I'm gonna go set up the stream so we can stream some Smite.
I'm
Joe,
breaking
I
the
have
I'm
400
See you
gems.
guys.